Heyo everybody, Haku here with the next read-through video for Musuko ga Kawaikute Shikataganai Mazoku no Hahaoya. It's been a long time since reading this series because chapters are posted a bit irregularly, but there have been quite a bit posted recently, so I think somebody's going through and really pumping out new chapters to catch up. So whoever's translating, thank you for that. But in addition to that, it's been a while since we read. Last thing we read was chapter 29, so I plan to do 30 through 38, so it's going to be 9 chapters, and earlier in the series, when I did the first 2 or 3 read-throughs, I was doing 9 chapters of video, because that would end up around 30 minutes, so it's kind of interesting that there are 9 new chapters now. It's not really something I planned. I'm not in the future going to wait and be like, okay, I'll make a video every 9 chapters. It's just a little coincidence. So we're going to have 9 chapters to read here, and in general, the last thing we got was their little Christmas episode, and it was so cute because, I don't know, Mary is just adorable. Her little Christmas time of just her alone at the table with her teddy bear was so sad and so cute. But yeah, I generally remember the characters we have going over there. There's Chi, which I think is short for Chiharu. So short for something, and then of course Meri, Lorem, Fuga, and Gospel. So yeah, that's basically what I remember, and so yeah, I think I remember everything, but it has been a while. And yeah, there's not really any serious plot threads to really remember. They have done serious stories really well in the past, like the demon flu disease thing was just such an amazing storyline, and the house exploding thing before that. So they've done serious storylines very well, but it's not really what the series is about. It's just cute, fun moments with the demon family. So let's go ahead and start reading. Starting with chapter 30. I was going to repeat the whole title there, but then realized in my brain that it's not worth it. So yeah, chapter 30. Let's start off. We got the translator page and New Year. Okay. Just a few days left in this year, says Chiharu. That time already, huh, says Lorem. Maybe we should probably try to clean this place up before the year ends. That's right, no time like the present after all. Let's go, says Mary. Just leave it to me. Cleaning is my specialty, says Lorem. Me too, says Fuga. No way I believe that, especially you, Fuga. And now we have clean up. Mean, she doesn't believe. I wonder why. And we have not believing face. Just watch. And there's expired jam. Yep, don't eat. So throw away. And he just tosses it out the window. You can't just throw it. Hey, not like that. Calm down. It's dangerous to do it like that, says Lorem. At least Lorem's got some common sense. Just gather up all your trash and set it on fire. Just put it in the trash can. Smart. Lorem's amazing, says Chiharu. Nostalgic clothes. 10 minutes into cleanup. Found this. And he has something. I didn't know we still had that toy. And Gospel swinging his arms at it. We're not any closer to finishing. Hey Chi-chan, I found this shirt in an old box. Is this handmade? It's so tiny, says Mary. Oh, I remember that. Right after Gospel was born, we didn't have anything for him to wear, so I had to make that myself. Is this really okay? And we see her sewing. Look. Hehe, no way it'll fit now. Gokun's so little. Here's a photo from back then. But it's a precious memory, so it stays. And she puts it in her treasure box. A lot sure has happened since then. Let's make a bunch of memories this year, too. Of course, me too. We've got to finish cleaning before we do anything else. We've made 0 progress. Okay, and now on to chapter 31. Alright, as soon as it actually loads. Chapter 31, Happy New Year. Being able to watch the first sunrise of the New Year is great and all, but, says Chiharu, do we really have to be above the clouds to do it? And we have Fuga riding on Lorem's back while she holds Gospel, and he's fluttering his wings. And of course that means Meri's holding Chiharu. How high up are we anyways? You can't get a good view of it otherwise, says Meri. Ah, just a little more. And they're up above the clouds. Happy New Year. Wah! How about we make this year a great one? What do you think, Gospel? That was a really cute panel of his face. This year's goals. Usually people start the new year off with a goal, says Chiharu. Is that so? A goal, huh? Right. It'd be nice to teach Gospel some speech. Alright, Gospel, what's this called? Mama! And that's our idea of speech. Or would I rather try to get better at making baby food? And we have, they're making baby food. Baby food, huh? That means he'd graduate from breastfeeding all the time. And then we have the thing of breastfeeding. Isn't it still a little too early? I'd feel lonely. That's what you're worried about? Otoshidama. Hey guys, I brought everyone their Otoshidama, says Mary. But as I think of it, you don't look like you're in need of money, Fuka-kun. I'm cut off. What? You don't look like you're in need of money, Fuka-kun? I'm cut off, says Lorum, and it's still too early for Gokun. In that case, I'll just have to give it all to Chi-chan. I'd feel bad. I have a job, so you don't need to. You're spoiling me too much. Okay, I understand. And she has a bunch of fat envelopes of money. And then we have Chiharu holding back dramatically. Alright. Okay. Now we have chapter 32. And I think that one was done by a different translator, actually. So thank you, new translator, who picked this up. We have chapter 32, Snowy Day. Good afternoon. Oh, Chiharu-chan. Hey, Chiharu. Good after... What happened to you? Well, it's snowing outside like crazy. Getting here was rather difficult. Snow? I love the snow. And we have her flopping around in the snow as a child with Mary all bundled up in the background. That looks very cold. Now that you mention it, you loved it even back then too. You sort of resembled a puppy. Because I tend to get feverish all the time, I came to love eating cold things. Like the feeling of having a cold drink after taking a bath? Hee, let's go out a little more. Freezing. The first snow. Wow, the entire neighborhood's covered in snow. I wonder if Gospel will like the snow too. Look, Gospel, it's snow! And she's showing him. Kya, see, he likes it. And then it fell apart in his hands. What's wrong? The snow disappeared. Aha, because you're warm, the snow will melt right away, see? Seems like it was a little too cold for him. So cute. And Lorum's just holding him. A step up. Here, I bought some more special diapers for Gospel. Thanks. With these we can rest easy for a while. Ayane-chan. You wanted to properly raise Gokun, right? Well, of course, who wouldn't? Even though you haven't bought any of the essentials yourself? And then, of course, it's a jabbing comment. If we don't adapt to human society, we might eventually return to our old ways. Or do you intend for Gokun to live like we had to back then? Don't you think that you could step it up and do the shopping by yourself? But... in other words, today, One-chan will go shopping by herself. It's fine to give her some time to prepare, says Chiharu. It's too short notice. And you too, Chi-chan, you can't spoil her that much. If you don't stop, she'll always be like this. She won't be able to do anything herself. You're right. I have to step it up. But the thing is, there's a little problem. What is it? Well, you see... Oh, cliffhanger. Okay. Now chapter 33. Supernatural Being Permit. You have to have one of those, cards needed to live with humans, right? Yeah, you're talking about the permit, right? You went all out on your picture. And we have Mary's. With one of these, you're able to go to the same stores as any other human could. There's even places that specialize in the essentials for supernatural beings. Oh, I've heard of those. Where's your permit, Lorum? And she just looks down. You don't have one, do you? Yeah. Well, there are those who do fine without it, but you have Gokun to think about too. Well, I guess you didn't know about it until you met me. Anyways, let's get you one right now, says Mary. Okay. Start by ordering the application form on your phone. You can do it. Be strong. Gospel's rooting for you too. Her first errand. Okay. With that done, all we have to do is wait. Oh, right, there's a place where you can buy things even without the special permit. They have a ton of things there. supernatural specialized store. There is? Not everyone's able to pass and get their permits, you know, especially someone as notorious as you, One-chan. They sometimes will have to take further measures. It's actually rather strict. They need proof that you're able to peacefully coexist with humans. Being able to use money is important, and going out shopping is sort of a step in the right direction. Something like that. All right, I'm off. Watch Gospel for me. You can do it, they say, and Gospel gulps with them. So she flies off to the store. What's it say? Alice's shop, I think? So, this is the place. It's the only one with this kind of atmosphere. Wow, this is amazing. Welcome to our store. Excuse me, but can I ask what would you be looking for, miss? No, wow, a demon is working here. Do you have anything suitable for, that? Yes, I believe we do. Do take your time and see what we have in stock. Oh, okay, she says. And then there's treatment spray. What's this? A treatment spray for feathers? I've never seen something like that. Wow, what's this? What's this? A cream for maintaining scales? This would be perfect for Gospel. There's so many to choose from. Elsewhere, I wonder if Lorm's doing fine. She's doing fine, don't worry. And we have feeling lonely because Mama is out. Chiharu is holding Gospel. The employee working there is really attentive. Hiring someone that attentive is rare. So One-chan shouldn't throw a fit, probably. But the manager there is a different story. Really? Another cliffhanger, jeez. Okay, now we have chapter 34. The manager. How would you describe the manager? Hearing that from you has me interested. Good question. It's a bit hard to describe her, but she has a slender frame and ties her pink hair toward the sides. And we have Chiharu's idea of her. I see. She sounds cute? Her eyes are blindfolded and she has horns that go spiky everywhere. Blindfold, spiky. Now she's confused. So basically, I wouldn't get it until I see it myself. My imagination's failing me. Yeah. Hey, what's this? This acts like a glue. It can be used to fix cracks in horns or claws. I wish I could have had this earlier. Wow, they had things like that. And we have the manager busting in. Hey, the manager's back. Alice's shop manager, Alice. Welcome back. The manager seems to be quite the character, thinks Lorem. Can she even see in front of her? Hey, wait, is this who I think it is? Dear customer, could you possibly be that Lorem? Do you know each other? Right, you're not from this country. No wonder you'd have no idea. Back then, Lorem and the word violence couldn't be separated. A long time ago, even some of my things weren't spared from her terror. But she was so strong that no one could stop her anyways. And we have the arrow pointing to her, did so many things that she doesn't remember. Well, in a sense, it was justified. I myself had done things like that to get by. Take from others just so that you can survive. I was one of them, too. I love how she's a delinquent. Okay. So we have chapter 35, Unresolved Matters. We have the two of them facing off. If we were to go at it, the more I think about it, there's no way I can win. At times like these, it's best not to let her see any weakness. If we don't adapt to human society, we might eventually return to our old ways. Or do you intend for Gokun to live like we had to back then? Lorem thinks. Whoever makes the first move wins, points the manager. For everything I did back then. Sorry, she says, lifting her arm, and it looks like her wing destroys something? What did she do? Huh? She's apologizing. What was that? Her special ability, Super Ground Wave, can redirect itself. Oh, when she was it was the manager when she was pointing. Okay, her special ability, Super Sound Wave, can redirect itself. Okay. So that's what happened. Be sure to watch your surroundings, I think it says. That is really small text. Right, in today's money, what you did with about 3 truckloads of... Here, the damage is about 1 million. Can't you see how much damage you did? Do you know how hard it is to get 1 million? I only have this much with me. Hey, that's a strangely fancy wallet, thinks the manager. Eh? Is that enough? And she has like a ton? How does she have this much? Or the employee cleaning up. It's surely enough, it seems. That's great. Isn't this too much? Shh, it's fine. Don't make a fuss, whispers the manager to the employee. I love the employee. Now we have shopping. Now, with our matters finally settled, what'd you come to buy today? I'll have to apologize to Mary later. Okay. I wanted to get this cream for scale use. You have a use for this cream? I didn't know your species had scales. It's not for me, it's for Gospel. Gospel, who's that? My son. She smiles. Oh, you have a kid? Says the employee really friendly. What? Says the manager. You have a kid? Yeah, I do. He's still small, but seriously cute. He's insanely cute. And the other day, he called me Mama for the first time. I was so proud of him. And we have this evil memory of Marrow behind the smiling... not Marrow. Lorem behind the smiley version of her current self. Wow. Who could have known that, just by becoming a mother, someone could change this much? She starts laughing. I'm looking forward to seeing what your son is like. Interesting. You'd better come back and bring your son with you. Ah, here's your stuff. Please, come again. I will. I'm home. I'm home! Mama! Yeah, Gospel waving his arms. Ah, Mama's back. Welcome back. How was it? Hee, shopping is really fun, isn't it? Hey, Mary, I have to apologize to you for something, though. Because of mistakes I made when I was younger, I had to use a lot of the money you gave me. Well, I thought something like that could have happened, so I put in enough just in case. It's completely empty. It looks like it came in handy. I'm sorry that I had to use the money that you worked for. One day I'll pay you back. Okay, I'll look forward to it. What's this? I didn't expect her to grow up that much, thinks Maddie. By the way, what did you buy? Look, it's a cream for Gospel. That's so like you, Lorem. Yeah. Alright, chapter 35 is over, and now we have chapter 36, Supernatural Circumstances. Look, the permit forms came in. Did they? Wow, that's a lot of papers. Because there's an extra set for Gokun. The first step is to fill out these forms. After that, there will be a physical examination, and then finally an interview for the permit. It has that many steps to it? Sounds like such a pain. Really, that's not nearly as complicated as I was thinking it might be. That's just how it is. There's no shortcut around it. This isn't the time to half-ass things like this, sis. I'll do it properly. You don't have to get mad over it. Don't you understand what circumstances we supernaturals face in this day and age? Our numbers wouldn't have dwindled this far down just because we lost to the humans. I haven't seen it myself personally, but apparently there's a well-known weapon used by the humans that keeps us from assuming our demonic forms. Even though they had the ability to wipe us all out, they proposed coexistence. And do you think they're naive enough to let those who refuse roam free? I'm sorry. It's good that you understand. Now let's get serious and fill this out. Sit. Yeah, let's. Application form. The first one is this. The applicant's basic information. Write your name here. Got it. And she's writing very poorly. Your handwriting sucks. Lorem. I'm fine with reading, but writing's another story. I guess being able to write is good enough, says Maddie. Alright, next. Let's blast through these. Identification picture. Alright, smile. Come on, are you even trying? Can you make it look more friendly? And both of her smiles are terrible. Look like this? Yeah, I guess we can settle with this. It's probably the best she can do for now. We'll need to take Gospel's picture too. I have to do my best, for Gospel's sake, Lorem is thinking. Written oath. Next is the written oath, isn't it? A written what? What kind of form is that? Gosh, that's so tiny. A simple explanation, please. Okay, oof. Asking about things you don't know is a good habit. Keep it up. Okay. Geez, some of this writing's really small. Basically, it's a form that by signing it, and I have a pretty big monitor, so to have the writing so small that I'm having difficulty reading is rough. Basically, it's a form that by signing it, you agree to adhere to the contents written on the oath. In this case, the oath states that you agree to follow the rules written by humans and you promise not to attack people. Simple enough, right? Oh, and what would happen if I was to say, hypothetically, I broke that oath? just to be sure. If that happens, in order to restrain the offender, the humans have a special forces team ready at all times. If you break the oath, there will be a good chance that you'll be separated from Gokun. When I gave birth to Gokun, living for myself was over. When I signed this, I have to be ready to accept all responsibility. Now, I'm living for the sake of gospel. If it's for gospel, I'm willing to accept anything. Yeah, says Mary. A step toward the future. For now, this should do it. All we have to do now is send it off and wait for the response. We'll have to work on your handwriting, though. That's great. I have to apologize to you, sis. For what? I went a little far with what I said earlier. Don't worry about it. Really, it seemed like you were bothered by it. Did it seem that way? I wasn't, so I'm telling you, don't worry about it. And Chiharu, this whole time, has been quiet and looked kind of upset. More importantly, we took another step forward. Let's do our best. What do you say, Gospel? Now, how about we get you ready for the interview? By the way, what's an interview? It's where they come, meet, and talk to you. We still have a long way to go. Then let's do our best. Alright? Now we're moving into 37. The next obstacle. There. That's a good boy. We have crying sound effects. What's gotten into you? You've been such a crybaby recently. That's a good boy. And he's still crying, but calms down. Lately, Norm's been going shopping by herself while awaiting the response, and it's been enjoyable seeing her mature. Mary has been really happy with her progress, but I can't shake the feeling that this is all too real. Look, she might be upset because she thinks that maybe Lorm isn't going to need her anymore once she can go do things herself. She might feel like she's, being replaced or not needed anymore. Look, sis, the response is in. Oh, it's finally here? Let's see what we have here. Let me see, too. How is it? Notice. Greetings. We're glad that we're able to receive your request. Know that as time goes on, we must get more and more strict on how we hand out our permits. After carefully looking at your case, we have decided to put you into a classification that we deem best fits the information you provided. Best regards, E. Classification, Special Supernatural Observation Target. Special Observation Target? What's that? Says Chiharu. A class of supernaturals that humans place under special surveillance. In other words, it's a group deemed too dangerous to let them live freely. Wait a second here, it's too rash. But just submitting the application gave us this result? How can she get the permit then? If she seriously tries for the permit, she might still be able to get it, but it's guaranteed that it'll have restrictions in exchange for it, like where you can live or where you can work. I didn't think that they'd go with this just off the application. Did something happen? But Lorm's been doing her best recently and is learning. I'm sure that she'll eventually learn to interact like humans do, says Chiharu. Right, I can't be allowed to live freely, huh? But if Gospel's able to live normally, then I'm fine with it. And she's laughing nervously. If I can care for Gospel until he can live on his own, then it's not just you, sis, but Gokun too. And his name is on the sheet. And she looks upset. Usually it'd be possible to have them reevaluate the case by having a human act as a guarantor, but because the situation is so severe, just yours alone won't cut it. We also don't know anyone else that we could ask to help out either. It's because of me. Tell me, because Gospel is my child that... Hey. No, it's my fault that my thinking was too naive. Now it's become like this. I need some time to think. We have to find a way past this, says Mary. This isn't the time for us to get caught up in misery, sis. Mary, wait, don't, says Chiharu. Leave us. Don't leave us. Okay. So, I think they'll be able to probably get over it, and I think Chiharu's going to play a big role in being a human that can vouch for her. Either way. Hey, cheer up, Lorem. Maddie said she'd find a way. Believe in her, okay? Let's have some tea and calm down. You know, back then, we didn't have parents or anything like that to raise us. So I thought I'd give him what we didn't have, the loving care of a parent, says Lorem. To have a life more enjoyable than what I dealt with. a life that he could live as his own freely. But as a mother, she starts holding her head. What use am I as a mother if I were to steal away his future? I was always like this, always hot-headed and always rash. Lorem, by the time I realized it was always too late. I'm a failure at everything. All I can do is cause pain and sorrow. And then she thinks back to Mary, Chiharu, and Gospel, all the times that they've cried that she blames on her own mistakes. I don't know how to raise a child. I can't decide if something is dangerous, and I can't mix into human society. Then what? What exactly can I do? Lorem, and Chiharu grabs her face. You've always been trying your best. Eh? I know because I've watched you this entire time, and you're nothing like you were when we first met. And she smiles. You were much more agitated, and you always had a scary look on your face. At first, you see, I was like you, afraid, remember? And I thought if I startled you, you'd kill me. But what I've come to know is that, even though you might be a little clumsy, you're still a hard-working mother, Lorem. I don't know what went on between you and humanity back then, but you see, those things happened because both sides were suffering. You're not the only one who did harm, Lorem. If we face this together, then surely something will change. So please, don't put all the blame on yourself. If it's now, Gospel won't be able to see you. Once in a while, every strong mother has to give in and let it all out. And she holds her hands. Is it really okay? It was so hard. Even though I was carrying Gospel, I was always alone. Yeah. What should I do? I had no idea, and no one would help me. Yeah. I couldn't help it. I lived the only way I knew how to. I broke a lot of things, and I've lost a lot of things. I might not... And is that Gospel's father? I might not be able to do anything, but I can keep moving forward. And she leans in and hugs Chiharu. Man. And you know from the beginning I've kind of shipped them very, very hard. Man. That was really, really good. I like when they have the good comedic, cute storylines like they always do, but they manage to tie in some serious feelsy stuff. But either way, I enjoyed this, and I'm already recording it at like 7:30 p.m. really late, and I want to post this the day I'm recording it, or I guess the night I'm recording it really. So it's going to take me a bit to edit this and then make a thumbnail and render it, upload it, all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Know that I enjoyed it, and know that I'll do another one whenever A, new chapters are out, and B, I have time. So I'm not going to, because one chapter is like 5 pages. It takes no time at all to read. So I'm probably not going to make a separate video for every one chapter, but like maybe every 3 or 4 chapters, or like this if it's been a while, or if a lot of them come out at the same time. Like I'm pretty sure these 9 have come out just in the past couple of weeks. So if a bunch come out at once like that, then there could be another video like this where I do 9 of them. But yeah, either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, even though, I don't know, there wasn't really anything. It's not like one of those series where there's a bunch of huge, shocking, crazy stuff, or anything like that. I mean, sometimes there is, but just with these 9, there just happened to not be. But it was still enjoyable. It was fun. So even though the reactions weren't anything crazy, because there wasn't anything crazy to react to, I hope you still enjoyed it. So like if you did like the video, and comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters and what you're thinking of the series and what you thought of my first thoughts and reaction and all that, if there's anything you want to discuss about it. Subscribe for more Musuko and much more on the channel, so many more things. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there, talk to you there about stuff from the channel. And in addition to that, if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord, actually, the server's free and open for anyone, so just ask and I'll give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.